Good day, everyone. I'm Kwale Sakwesi Brufo, a member of Group F and a student of Kwame Nkrumah University. Our presentation today addresses the question, if critical thinking is so critical to development, why do even the educated find it difficult to think critically? First of all, I would like to define the meaning of critical thinking. Critical thinking refers to the ability to analyze information objectively, evaluate evidence, identify assumptions, and make reasonable judgments. Despite the importance, many people struggle to think critically, even receiving after formal education. Our group argument is that critical thinking is difficult because of natural cognitive biases, limitations within educational system, social pressure, and misconception that education automatically produces critical thinkers.
Defining critical thinking according to philosophers. According to John Dewey, critical thinking is defined as a kind of thinking that involves reflective and careful consideration of beliefs and knowledge. Philosopher Richard Paul and Linda Elder describe critical thinking as a disciplined process of actively analyzing and evaluating information. Critical thinking, as we all know, is more than possessing knowledge. Critical thinking generally requires questioning, assumption, and assessing evidence and remaining open to alternative viewpoints.
To continue, why critical thinking matters for development. Critical thinking is essential for development because it improves decision making at individual and societal levels. Economically, it promotes innovation and problem solving. Politically, it enables citizens to evaluate policies and hold leaders accountable. Socially, it encourages tolerance, dialogue, and events-based solutions. In today's digital world, people encounter vast amounts of information daily. Critical thinking helps individuals distinguish facts from misinformation and make informed decisions.
Bias. One major obstacle to critical thinking is cognitive biases. A common example is confirmation bias, which occurs when people seek information that support their existing belief while ignoring contradictory evidence. Another example is during Kruger effects, where individuals with limited knowledge overestimating their competence. These bias affect everyone, regardless of education level, because they are part of normal human cognition.
Moreover, heuristic and emotional reasoning. Physiologist Daniel Kahneman explained that humans rely on two models of thinking. System 1, thinking is fast, automatic and intuitive system. System 2, thinking is slower, deliberately and analytic. Critical thinking depends on system 2, but people naturally prefer the convenience of system 1. Emotions such as fear, anger, pride, and loyalty can also influence judgment and make objective reason more difficult.
Educational barriers. Although schools aim to develop critical thinking, many educational systems prioritize memorization and examination performance. Students are often rewarded for recalling information rather than questioning ideas or evaluating arguments. As a result, learners may achieve high grades without developing strong reasoning skills. Educational environment that rely heavily on rote learning can unintentionally discourage independent thinking.
Another one is social and digital influence. Social factors also limit critical thinking. People often conform to groups' opinions because social acceptance is important to them. In many cultures, questioning authority figures may be discouraged. Social media can intensify these challenges by creating echo chambers where users are exposed mainly to opinions that reinforce their existing belief. This reduces opportunity to encounter diverse perspective and critically evaluate information.
Why education does not guarantee critical thinking. Being educated does not automatically mean being a critical thinker. Educational qualification often measures knowledge, achievement, rather than intellectual merits such as curiosity and humility. Some highly educated individuals become overconfident in their skills and may research over viewpoints that and their beliefs. Critical thinking requires intellectual humility, the willingness to recognize that one's knowledge is limited, and that one's belief may be incorrect.
Moreover, one of the most important key points is the pathways forward. To promote critical thinking, educational systems should adopt inquiry-based learning methods that encourage questioning, discussion, and problem solving. Schools should teach students about cognitive biases and media literacy so they can evaluate information more effectively. Society should also promote respectful dialogue and expose individuals to diverse perspectives. Developing critical thinking requires both skills, attitude, including curiosity and open-mindedness, and intellectual humanity.
In conclusion, critical thinking is essential for development, but it remains difficult because humans are influenced by cognitive biases, emotions, social pressure, and educational limitations. Education alone does not guarantee critical thinking because knowledge and credential does not necessarily mean leads to sound judgments. Developing critical thinkers requires intentional effort from schools, families, communities, and individuals themselves. By encouraging humility and evidence-based reasoning, societies can overcome these barriers and build a more informed and innovative future. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.